Hi, welcome back to another edition of Local Edition. I'm your host, Bob Jimenez. And in our Santa Monica studio today is City Councilman Kevin McKeown. You've been in the City Council now for 9 years?
9 years.
Just got elected how long ago?
My third term started last year.
And you're leading an effort to initiate some sort of campaign finance reform for the city. Now, we've heard about this on the regional level, and certainly the state and national level, but for Santa Monica?
My third term started off with a real battle, where outside money came in and tried to take me off the council. They had some development they wanted to do that I would have stood in the way of. So I have come back from that, having won the election anyway, with a commitment to what I call clean money. So something that's been tried on the state level, in other states, and on the regional level. But for Santa Monica, I think it's a particularly important idea because so much outside money comes into our community.
All right, before we get into the nuts and bolts of that, Council Member, tell me, with this special interest money coming in, how much you were overspent or you were outspent? I was
outspent 20 to 1. I raised a little under $40,000 in individual donations from Santa Monicans.
That went to your opponents?
And they spent $800,000 promoting opponents and attacking me. They actually ran a TV attack campaign, which was the first time that ever happened in Santa Monica.
But yet you won.
Came in the top vote getter.
Which proves?
Which proves that in this particular case, as an incumbent well known to the voters, I was able to survive. But is that sustainable? Is that what we want to be telling future candidates, that you may be attacked like this and have no recourse? So
unless
the idea,
you have the big connections somewhere.
Well, big connections or clean money.
Yeah.
The idea behind clean money is to level that playing field. It doesn't mean that all the money being spent is dirty money. Maybe we should call this cleaner money. But the idea is not to leave a candidate defenseless against outside attacks.
All right, how does the clean money reform work in Santa Monica? Certain amounts can come from special interest, but not exorbitant amounts, or how does it work?
There are a number of ways this has been done in other places. The states of Maine and Arizona have full public financing. A few other states have done partial. Some cities have done public financing. There are different options Santa Monica could use. And there's been a coalition formed called Vote for Santa Monica. That's voter-owned, transparent elections for Santa Monica. Voter-owned meaning that the voter has some confidence that it's the residents who are conducting the election and not outside money.
Does that mean no outside money at all?
No, it wouldn't mean at all. It wouldn't at all mean no outside money. It would just mean that candidates would have the option to run as clean candidates, as most of the candidates, say, in the state of Maine have now chosen to do, and not have to go out every day looking for donations, not have to go to those corporate interests. And once they're in office, not be beholden to the people who finance their campaigns or might finance the next campaign.
Now, how do you know that the people of Santa Monica want this?
Oh, that I know for sure. There was such an outcry about this last election. The negativity and the attack tone really did not go over well with Santa Monicans, and I think it actually helped me in the long run more than it hurt me, although I wouldn't want to have to go through it again, I'll tell you.
Well.
What happened is residents rose up and demonstrated outside. The hotel developers who had put this money up actually marched with signs along the beach outside the hotels saying, please stop the sleaze. We don't want this kind of election in Santa Monica. We want to hear positive campaigns from candidates who tell us what they're going to do good for the city of Santa Monica.
Well, can you tell me why there was hotel money behind the opposition? What interest did the hotels have?
They own property along the beach, and I am an environmentalist. They also are the hotels that fought the living wage, and I am a very strongly pro-labor advocate of the living wage. So there was some grudge involved and some future investment. And with the sorts of money you make with development along Santa Monica's beach, spending $800,000 in an election is just an investment.
Okay, finally, how optimistic are you that Santa Monica will pass something like this, or will there be a compromise where outside interests will put pressure on some city council members to have you have some reform but not as much as you want?
There are a number of things we could do. We could go for the full public financing of campaigns, where every candidate who qualifies by collecting a certain number of small donations then gets a $40,000 or $50,000 stipend to spend on a campaign. We certainly should do a better job of reporting and enforcement. Keep track of where the money is coming from, make sure the public knows.
All right, well, we'll make sure that we follow up on this and find out which direction it wants to take. Thank you very much, Councilman Kevin McKeown from the city of Santa Monica. You've been watching Local Edition. I'm your host, Bob Jimenez.